script during winter here, due to Demon Slayer being strict in terms of copyright, I'll be going back to stills because I really do not want a copyright strike. And when it comes to breakdowns, I'll only be using enough clips, and this applies to any future Demon Slayer projects. Now, with that said, off the showcase. Tanjiro Kamado was born in the mountains as the eldest son to Kei and Tanjiro Kamado, who made a living selling charcoal. Despite not enjoying a lavish lifestyle, they lived happily. Before Tanjiro's father passed away, he would teach him the Hinokami Kagura, a ritual dance passed down throughout his family. However, one day after selling charcoal, Tanjiro's family would be killed by the demon king Muzan Kibusuji, except for Nezuko, who he turned into a demon. The two would later encounter a demon slayer named Giyu Tomioka. After a brief scuffle, Giyu was sentenced to the former water hashira Sakonji Urokodaki, who would train Tanjiro in only 2 years, will proceed to final selection, where he would survive. For his next few days, Tanjiro would encounter 2 other demon slayers, where they would be assigned a mission to Mount Natagumo. After a few run-ins with demons, Tanjiro would battle the 12 Kizuki Rui. After a drawn-out fight, Tanjiro would hold out for as long as he could, but he would be too exhausted after using Hinokami Kagura, and would be saved by Giyu, who had been sent and would make quick work of Rui. After recovering and going through rehabilitation training, the two would meet up with Rengoku, but during their train ride, the demon Nemu would fuse himself to train. With the help of Inosuke, the two would defeat the demon. But this would be short-lived when Tanjiro and Rengoku would be ambushed by Akaza, the third Kizuki. Rengoku would fight for as long as he could, but Tanjiro would be too exhausted to take out Akaza, who had managed to escape before the sun could rise. A few weeks after Rengoku's defeat at the hands of Akaza, Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu would team up with the Sound Hashira Tengen Uzui, where they would set off to the entertainment district, where they would assist Uzui to search for his wives that had failed to contact him in several days, but they would be attacked by Daki. Tanjiro would fight for as long as he could, but due to overexerting the Hinokami Kagura, Tanjiro would be unable to fight. Nezuko would take over for a bit, but she would begin to lose control due to her advanced demon form. Before she could hurt anyone, Tanjiro would calm her down, or Uzui would decapitate Daki. But this wouldn't be the end. Daki would break down, causing her brother Gyotaro to emerge from her, and after a long, prolonged fight, they would defeat the two, where the journey continues. Well, what's up, Winter here, and welcome to a late showcase of Season 2 with a character that I'm rather really interested to introduce to the first series, Tanjiro Kamado. And as for my resources, I'll only be sticking to the manga and anime showings up to the Entertainment District arc. And to make this clear, I won't be taking any of his showings from the game or any side materials that I'm unaware of. And with that said, let's start with his physical capabilities. By the end of the Entertainment District arc, Tanjiro will be a 15-year-old boy, standing around 5'5". Despite being human, Tanjiro is very strong. With just headbutt, he gave Inosuke a concussion, and even knocked down Sanemi Shinizugawa, who is a Hashira, who are the greatest swordsmen in the Demon Slayer Corps, who can go toe-to-toe with high-ranking demons. Even before becoming a Demon Slayer, Tanjiro held back a newly transformed Nezuko, and demons are shown to be above the average human on the food chain, being able to move faster than humans could react, and more impressively, managed to use a water-style attack despite fighting against Yahaba's gravity manipulation. Furthermore, go toe-to-toe with several members of the 12 Kizuki, such as Rui, Kyoka, and Daki. As far as speed goes, Tanjiro at best should compare to Zenitsu, who can move at lightning speeds, and after mastering total concentration, should scale to Kanao, who was trained by the insect Hashira Shinobu Kocho, who I'd argue is the more agile of the Hashiras, but clearly below Tengen Uzui. Tanjiro is also speedblitzed several demons at once, kept pace with Daki and Gyotaro, with Gyotaro being able to keep pace with Uzui, who manages to slice off Daki's head before she can react. Durability-wise, Tanjiro is very tough. He's been ragdolled around by Yahaba, only suffering a broken leg and a few broken ribs. He tanked the hit from the fire demon by a tree like a baseball, and has the door pulled muscles, sprains, and contusions. Tanked hits from Daki, as well as been stabbed, had 2 of his fingers broken by Gyotaro and still managed to swing a sword. On a further note, Tanjiro can also use total concentration to heal his injuries, but more severe injuries he'll need medical treatment for. However, Tanjiro also has senses much more sharper than the average Demon Slayer, being able to smell out demons and can see certain openings to exploit. But Tanjiro is still very young, therefore nowhere close to his prime, and much like all other Demon Slayers, a well-placed stab will be enough to take down Tanjiro. Tanjiro carried only one weapon, that's his Nichiren sword, which is a katana that can cut through demons with ease. However, tougher materials can easily break or even cut through Nichiren swords. After being trained by the former Water Hashira, Tanjiro learned powerful water attacks. His more known attacks consist of Water Wheel, as name states, attacks in a circular motion. Water Surface Slash is a single concentrated slash. Flowing Dance attacks in a flowing motion to attack several opponents at once. Striking Tide deals several blows simultaneously. Whirlpool creates a powerful whirlpool that slashes apart anyone caught in it. His strongest form is Constant Flux, which creates a water dragon and deals out several powerful attacks, which the damage output increases for every rotation. But his more powerful attacks comes from his fire's teachings dubbed Hinokami Kagura. Clear Blue Sky deals a 3-6 slash. Raging Sun deals 2 horizontal slashes. Burning Bones Summer Sun unleashes a large circular slash that defends the user from frontal attacks. Fake Rainbow performs high-speed twists and rotations to create after images, mainly used to evade attacks. Firewheel spins in air, releasing a circular attack. Flame Dance is 2 combo strikes, starts with a vertical slash followed by a horizontal one. But this does have its drawbacks. Using this ability too much will wear him out. Just like all combatants who use weapons, I'll be using Star Wars Lightsaber Fine Forms to better analyze and illustrate how a combatant approaches combat. Throughout his constant battles against demons, it's my belief that Tanjiro will be proficient in Form 1 Shisho and Form 6 Nemon. Form 1 trains the user to use wide sweeping strikes to deal with groups of opponents, however this form can be easily countered by a well-trained opponent. Form 6 on the other hand can only be taught after mastering all previous 5 forms, to have a user use their blade and force abilities, or in this case, Tanjiro's blade and breathing styles. As an overall combatant, Tanjiro is the brains of his group, and has shown on several occasions to strategize to take down tougher demons above his weight class, such as when he used his water style to soften his fall while being ragdolled around by Yahaba's gravity manipulation, or when he managed to hide the scent of Wisteria poison to get the upper hand on Gyotaro. In combative sense, Tanjiro prefers his breathing styles over his swordsmanship to amplify his damage output, but anyone who can pressure or even match Tanjiro in a certain area can overpower him. Despite what I'm over, I'll place Tanjiro in B tier. Though we're not made please main Demon Slayer fans, and right off the bat, he's not being the hiring Final Fantasy characters, since characters like Cloud, Genesis, and Auron will have the magic and skills needed to best him. Gladio is one I could see going either way, but I'm slightly leaning towards Tanjiro due to his better durability and better swordsmanship. I honestly just can't see Tanjiro being V. Yes, he could beat the caster, but V's demons are just too much for him. The moment that V breaks out Nightmare, the fight is over. Don't even get me started on Conan. Anyways, the Ruby characters are a mixed bag. Much like the Final Fantasy characters, there are some he can take and others he'll lose to. Blake, Yang, and Am overall have better firepower. Crow is another one I could see going either way, but I'll have to give that one to Crow due to his better swordsmanship, and he does have better durability to outlast Tanjiro. However, Tanjiro will put up a damn good fight. So despite being a runner-up, Tanjiro isn't a bad fighter, just middle of the road when compared to other characters that have been used in the Versus series. And that'll do for this showcase for the time being. Let me know if you think I may have missed or overlooked something, or even if you think that Tanjiro should be ranked higher or even lower. And with that said, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter if you care about that, and I'll see y'all next time.